Well, super guys. Congratulations to you all. Whoever got their visa approved and whoever is waiting, I wish you all very best. If you have any questions and if you need any help from your other people who are coming for this semester, or we have WhatsApp groups, right? You can always post your questions there. I'm always there to help you. I'll try my best to help you on all your questions. Um, and if you have, I mean, I came across the same situations that you are in right now, right? So I'll try my best to help you into that. So, and also coming to the today's presentation, it's all about how to obtain driver's license or social security number and bank account. So what happens in USA? We need to have these documents to make sure to have a better life, right? Better life in the sense, having these will help facilitate you in doing so many things, different things, and we need to understand how to apply for them, how to get those documents, and how they are useful. Okay, in this presentation is all about that, and let's see driver's license. Why we need driver's license? When you go out to drive a car, to take help of something, you always need a driver's license. Also, this works as a state ID. For example, you belongs to a country where you might see a government issued ID, right? So in the same way, you can use this driver's license to get into any parties or anything. If you go for a party, if you go for a club, you will need to show this ID, which proves that you have a certain age to enter into that location, right? So this also helps you in that way. Even if you travel across the country, you will need to have a driver's license, right? So this driver's license is very important, and let's see how to get a driver's license. So if you are under 25, you will need to take the 6 hour Texas Adult Driver Education course. This is a course that most of us needs to take before we get a driver's license. What happens if you are under 25? It is very recommended. So even if you're not age 25, still you can give this exam, because this helps you understand so many other rules as well. So search about Texas Adult Driver Education. So many other brands, other websites are offering this, but make sure that they are genuine before you getting into that. Then you start doing this course. After the course, you will get a certificate. Then with that certificate, you can go to a driver DPS. DPS is the office where you can actually request for a driver's license, right? So go through this exam and try to give your best and get your certificate for that. After, if you are applying for a just learner's license, still this is required for you to take the 6 hour course. If you're 25 and older to that, you can go directly to the DPS testing station, and you can give your driver's test. Like, you actually drive with the officer, then you will give your vision test. If they approve that you are having a good eyesight, and they will issue the driver's license for you. And limited term license, international students are classified for a temporary visitor, so you will be issued the driver license for 1 year only, right? And also sometimes it depends to the person to person. It can be, right, issued a driver license or ID card with a limited term printed on it. Everything will be printed on that, what terms that you should use that, and you need to understand all that before you apply. So after getting the card also, you will get to see, but you need to know what are your limitations before using that, and requirements to apply for the license. We'll go through that. And okay, first thing, what you need. First thing is that, all you need is a passport. You will be entering this country with a passport. So, and which has a visa, and always try to take your I-20 or I-94. I-94. So I'll tell you what are these. I-20 is the document that says that you have registered for the classes and you are continued student, or or you having an admission. I-20 says all that, right? So you need to bring your I-20 and I-94. I-94 is a document that shows you entered into the country. Yeah, I know you are in the country, but still, why they ask? Because they ask you to the right proof that you are the right person. And again, you have the I-94 record, which says that you officially entered into the country, right? So I-94 is very important document along with that. And social security card. Most of us may or may not have a social security card. for the most of the upcoming students. So we will get to see all that, what is SSN or a social security card. SSN and social security card both are same, and how to get that and where to get that I will talk about that in the next slides. And along with the passport, along with the visa, you need to take your I-20, I-94, I told, right? Then you need to have a proof of Texas residency. So what when you join into your house, when you're taking a house for a rent, you always needs to look for a lease agreement, because you are coming for the first time, and you need to have a documents here. You need to create your documents to get so many other things, like um, it can be electric bill, it can be water bill, natural gas, or TV, cable TV, or mobile phone, cell phone. So you need to have these statements, bank, you need to have these statements. And if you can have these, then it will be easy for you to get your other documents, like driver's license. So, or you can get the residential lease documents. So if you are going into your house, and the lease document can be divided into 3 different people, so you think about that, and you help your roommates to actually have equal documents, so everyone will have their documents with them. And these documents may be useful for so many other reasons in future as well, so you need to be aware of that. And if you have any automobile insurance, you need to have that statement. The statements are very important here. The banks issue their statements, even if it's the checking statement, or the savings account, or investment account, or credit card, you will have your statement. And it should be, and for the driver's license, it should be within the 90 days of the date of application. So you need to follow these things, and um, try to manage your documents in a way that everyone is equally shared. And then requirements for driving skills test, things you need. So verification of insurance, you need to have a way, you'll be going for with a vehicle, right? You need to have your insurance. Here, insurance is mandatory for everything, even for the health, even for the vehicle, or anything that you use, you need to have your insurance for that. And vehicle in a good mechanical condition, vehicle with valid registration and inspection, proper identification. So while you're taking your vehicle, you need to have these checked before you go. Then we'll see what is SSN. Okay, so SSN means social security number. So many of our countries will have a tax document. If it is India, they will have a PAN card, right? In the same way, you will have SSN here. So SSN will be issued only at the time of your employment. For example, if you are working with the campus, if you are working with the campus, or if you got an opportunity to work with a internship, or if you got, after you graduate, if you go on a OPT and if you try to get a job, then you will get your social security number. So what happens, social security number also helps you to social security helps you as a identity proof, right? So, but it's not a photo identity proof. Your photo won't be there on the social security number, but it is the one document that helps you in many other situations. So let's see, social security number is a issue to track earning over a worker's a lifetime. The social security number itself is not a work permit. So social security number actually helps you before you get your salary, you need to have this social security number, and it will track your earnings. Okay, and also this card, whatever that you get, the social security number, you should not give this number to anyone. You should not this is this is like, this number is a unique number. It should not be given to anyone randomly. You need to be very careful, and you should not lose this card also. There is some limit, I do not know right now, but there is some limit of issuing SSN card. So if you continuously losing that, and there are the chances that after your chances are done, they will not issue any more SSN. So you need to be very carefully while using this card. So I took my card and I kept it in my bag. I did not see after that. I just remember I just had a copy in my phone in a safe place. So whenever I need, I'll just check that document and I'll use that. Right. And the students holding F1 and J1 visa who are employed in USA must apply for a social security number when it is when earnings are there, right? You need to remember, if you are a F1 or on a J1, who are employed in USA, they always need this social security number. When you are getting paid, you need to have a social security number. When you And it's also, you need to remember that it's not legal to work outside of the campus. You need to work within the campus, or within the, and you need to reach out to Office of International Programs, to us, to letting us know what you're trying to do, right? Before you take any decision, take advice from us. We will not take anything wrong. We are here to help you. Even if you do any if you are trying to do, if you're getting involved in any mistake, or if you involved already, let us know. We will help you to come out of that situation, or we will give you the alternative ways in helping you in that situations. And dependents who are in F2 status are not eligible. So you need to remember that if you're coming with your husband, or if you're coming with your daughter, or any family members, if they are coming on F2, they are not eligible to get the social security number until they are, because F2, whoever is in the F2, they are not eligible to work anywhere in this country. So you need to remember that students who will not work on campus but receives a taxable scholarship should apply for the ITIN for tax purposes. So ITIN will be issued to the, if you, and for in the fall semester, I'm suggesting you all, in the fall semester, you will see a lot of scholarships. So scholarships will help you to save some money, right? So you start applying all of that. I got two of them. I recommend you to look into that as well. So apply for the scholarships. When you apply for the scholarship by the college, for the college, and you got approved for that, if you got approved, you need to file those taxes. Filing taxes in US is very important. So if you file taxes, you will start growing your credit score, right? So always file taxes, and that is the right way to do. So file taxes. Along with that, if you need to have your ITIN if you have a scholarship. So ITIN is a similar tax identification number like SSN, but it's not SSN. So you need to remember that these two are two different things. And what are the eligibilities? Let's see. In order to issue a social security number, the Social Security Administration requires evidence that you are eligible to work in US. So what are the eligibilities? How to be eligible to work? So if you are an F1, you need to have an on-campus job, and your office, whatever the office, for example, Office of International Programs that I'm working, this office gave me the authorization, a job offer letter, which says that I'm authorized to work. Also, our record in our college, our record says that I'm eligible to work. So it's an on-campus job, and I have a limited time to work. So in summer, I can work for 40 hours. In any other semesters like fall or spring, I can work for 20 hours only. So my employment offer letter should explain all that, and that is one of the eligibility. And if you are, and you need to be a full-time student, right? You need to be a full-time student, and to be eligible for the SSN. And as I told, you need to have a formal offer letter, on-campus employment or something, and also have been authorized for off-campus employment through CPT, curricular practical training, OPT, optional practical training, or academic training. So what is CPT? What is OPT or academic training? So basically CPT is an internship. While you studying in this college, after you completing 1 year of 1 year of your studies, and you can apply, like you need to complete your fall and spring semester, full semesters, then you will be eligible to apply for an internship. So you can apply for CPT. If you want to know what is CPT, you CPT or OPT, and if you want to get trained on that, it is very interesting topic that you should learn. And before you apply for any of this, you need to learn this, and go through the main sync and see our events. We have scheduled a lot of these workshops to help you get trained. So look into that. And for that, if you are working off campus, then you need to have these authorizations like CPT and OPT before you get your SSN. So that is one of the eligibility, and you need to understand what are the requirements, right? So you must be enrolled in a full course of study. Full course of study, how many of you know full course of study? Let me know in the comments. Are you aware of full course of study? If you don't know, I'll help you understand what is full course of study. You can say no also if you don't know. Sorry about that. I may get calls, but I'm not going to take those calls right now. I'm busy. Okay, so nobody answered, but I'll tell you what is full course of study. Full course of study is being an international student. We all have to register for courses, right? these courses have to be, for example, if it's a fall semester, if it's a spring semester, you need to have a full course registered. Like, throughout the semester, you need to have your class registered. Any of the class, it has to be face to face. Which also says that you are coming to this college every day without miss. No, every day in the sense, throughout the semester. Okay, if the class can be once in a week, throughout the semester you're coming to the college, right? So that has to be there. So you need to live near to the campus. So full course of study says that, for example, if you are a business student, you will have fall 1 and the fall 2 semester. If you are and if it's a fall semester, if it's a spring semester, spring 1 and spring 2. Summer can be anything. You can, if you are coming for the summer, that's a different story. But if you are coming for the fall or the spring, you need to have your full course of study registered. Summer can be excluded. Summer, you can take your break, you can go home, you can do whatever you want to do in summer, right? So we don't look into your registration the most, but you need to have your full course of study registered for sure. If you are a computer science student, you need to have, anyways, your term, your one class will be throughout the term, so you will be fine. So you need to have that, and also you need to have 9 credits registered if you are a graduate student. Like if you are a master student, if you are an undergrad, you need to have your 12 courses, 12 credit hours registered. So you need to go through the full course of study. If you do not have information about that, drop an email to us. We will send you what is full course of study. In that document, you will understand more of the things. And you try to help this information to others also. Because of not registering for the full course of study, we terminated so many students every year, every semester. So please be very careful while you're registering for the classes. Look into your registration once again. Make sure that you register properly. And if you have any questions on that, reach out to us. So, okay, let's come back to the SSN. You need to have your full course of study registered, and you may not work more than 20 hours a week during academic year. So academic year in the sense, if it's a fall or a spring, if you are a graduate assistant, you can only work for 20 hours only. But if you are a student worker, in summer, you can work for 40 hours. So what happened in my case, I used to work for 20 hours throughout my fall and spring semester, but I came to summer. So I made my profile as a student worker. I now became a student worker instead of a graduate assistant in summer, so that I can work for 40 hours and I can help you all, right? So I became like that. But it is completely decision of a department. The department will help you in doing that. And you may work full-time on campus during the vacation period. As I told, you may work. So if you are a student worker, you are eligible, but graduate assistants are not eligible to work for 40 hours. Full-time means 40 hours. You may not engage in on-campus employment after completing requirement of for your degree. So after degree, you cannot work with the campus. So if I'm graduating in the spring and then summer follows, right? I cannot work in summer after my degree. As far as my last class is done, I'm done graduating from this college, right? And let's see how to apply. If you are a new student, you need to wait for 2 to 3 weeks after arriving to the US to apply for SSN. What happens? They will ask you 1 year of presence in USA before you apply for the driver's license or also for the SSN. So you need to be at least wait for one month. So that will help you. To apply for a SSN, you will need to have 2 letters from TAMSC before you visit the Social Security Administration office. So it's not 2 letters, actually it is 1. I'm sorry for the mistake. So what happens? Okay, sorry, 2 letters, right? That is correct. So on-campus employment letter. The first one is on-campus employment letter that you need. If you got hired by a department, you need to have their letter, the joining letter, and you need to have your SSN supporting letter. So we issue that. As soon as you get your job, you need to reach out to us saying that I got a job, so I need to have I need to have my SSN. And so if you say that, we will give out a form to you where you need to fill the documents. All the forms are online. As soon as you fill the form, we will take we will do our research. We'll understand your profile. After our research is done, we will issue your SSN supporting letter. You need to come to our office again. You need to pick that document from us. Then you can apply for you can go to a SSA to get your SSN number. So again, ask a hiring department for the campus or employment letter, and your letter must have a TMSC letterhead and original signature. It has to be pen signature. The signature has to be happen with the pen. So that is very important because your SSN office will require that. Your offer letter needs to have a signed, right? Have to be signed. Then we will issue the offer letter. Sorry, we will issue the supporting letter. Then you can request using that link for us, and you upload your job offer letter into that. Then you go to you allow us some time. Then after the process is done, we'll confirm your employment by checking with your employer. Then we will confirm that. Sorry. Then after receiving the supporting letter, you need to come to our office, then take an appointment with SSO. SSO is a office where the social security number issues, right? Contact your local SSN office to apply in person. For example, sometimes, some of the places nearby the SSN offices will allow you to come walk in. Some may not. So you need to understand that. Sometimes, they will ask you to schedule an appointment before. If the appointments can be available nearby or may not be. So you need to have your appointment before you go to their office. So look into that and apply no earlier than 30 days before your scheduled employment start date. So you need to apply within the 30 days before you start your employment. So you need to have that. And what you need to carry with you: on-campus employment letter again, and SSN letter, that SSN supporting letter that we issued, I-20 document and valid passport, I-94 which says that your travel history, and you need to have your admission stamped on in your passport. Take a printout of I-94. So I mean, I-94 is that card that you will get. And form SS5. So form SS5 will be issued at the SSN office. You don't need to worry about that. But if you want to download that before ahead and if you want to fill that, you can actually go and do that. And let's see what are the frequently asked questions. There are no charges for SSN, but driver's license, you will have a charges. I do not remember for that, but that will be within the $50 only. It's not more than that. Not even $50, it's less than that, but carry $50. That's helpful. And SSA, so Social Security Administration will mail your card as soon as, sometimes, sometimes they take time. You need to be very patient before you get your SSN. Sometimes they take 2 weeks, 4 weeks, or more than that. So, but they will check your immigration documents. They will check with the employer. They'll check with us. They'll call us our office, and they will also check with your documents and the immigration, if everything is like that, right? And if you lose your card, you can replace the card for free if it is lost or stolen. However, you are limited to for the 3 replacements in a year and 10 during your lifetime. As I told you, you can only get for 10 times in your whole life, and you can only get replaced for 3 times in a year. So this document is very important. So we have to be very careful. If your immigration status changes and you become a permanent resident, you should inform the SSN office. And okay, so that's the thing. You need to reach out to their office. F1J1 status, you're earning from authorized employment are generally not taxable for social security purposes, as long as you have authorization to work on CPT or OPT, as you can start working without an SSN. You can start working, but before you get your salary, you need to have your SSN, but you can start working. Remember that. Many will have a question on that. So let's see how to open a bank account. It is very important to have this bank account to make any transactions. So here, most of the stores that you go to, they will ask for the card or the cash. That has to be in a US dollars, right? So in the cards, you have debit card, you have credit card. So you can use either of that, or you need to have a cash, right? You need to have a US dollars with your hands. How can I open a bank account as an international student? So to open a bank account, we have few documents listed here that are very required: passport, student visas, student ID card, and student ID proof. Basically, it can be your lines card. You will get a lines card here. It will have your picture. I don't have my lines card right now, but I would have shown. But you need to have your ID card, and you can have your driver's license before you apply your bank account. So proof of address and a proof of university enrollment. Proof of university enrollment, basically it's your class registration, right? And you need to have some money. It differs from the bank to bank. For example, if you reach out to any bank, they will tell you what is the minimum balance that you need to maintain in your account. It's very high here, so you need to look into that. But as I'm working with this campus, so I got a free account. Like I don't know, like they issued a bank account for me with a zero balance account. I don't need to I don't need to maintain any balance. But I recommend you to go for the Chase, because if you are staying in commerce, go with the Chase, because we have a Chase ATM on campus as well. So it's easy. That's my recommendation. But you also look into the other options. Do your research on what bank you should go and what are the minimum balances, or talk to the banks about that. And before you reach out to them, you need to have your appointment. Always remember that without appointment, no offices, no businesses will work here. So that's one thing. And you can also get a credit card. Once you're living in here, it's very important to create a credit history, because if you have a good credit history, you in future you will it is very easy for you to apply for the bank loans. So there are different types of credit cards. You need to reach out to the banks or credit card companies to understand that. So banks in the commerce, if you are interested to stay in commerce, banks in the commerce are Alliance Bank, Cyprus Bank, and Chase Bank, Inwood National Bank, Guarantee Bank. So we have a lot of other banks that are listed. So go through that. You reach out to their profile, or find go to their websites and start requesting for their information. You need to have this bank account as soon as you arrive here, and this is one thing that you can get without so many other documents. Like try to get a bank account, and it's very easy. Different methods to pay. Okay, when it comes to college fee payment, you will have a lot of questions, right? So you can go to the my Leo page. If you want me to walk through on that, I can take you. But through the my Leo, you can go to the student accounts, and you will have an option called payment. Under the student resources, you will have that option where you can pay your fee. You can pay with that, or you can mail the payment with your information, or you can call the office, and you can give out your credit card information, and you can pay with them. It's a different office, right? It's a student accounts. You search student accounts TAMUC, you will get their information. You can call them and you can do the payment, and you can also visit to their office and you can do their payment. You can pay your fee at their counters. And well, let's go through how it works. The My Leo, after you log into your My Leo, under the student accounts, you have the Leo Pay. In that, check your balance. So your balance will be written here, right? So you need to click on the pay next installment, and you can pay that $886. So that's one of the summer two out of state students installment, right? It says that, and the latest bill statement says this much, and this is the total balance that he needs to be ready to pay in the future, right? And there are the payment plans as well. Payment plans in the sense, if you pay $135, but don't take my information into consideration, but reach out to the student accounts before you take decision. But I'll give you what are the information that I know. If you pay $35, you can pay your fee later to your semester. If you do not have a money right now, and if you want to pay after the semester, you can pay $35 and you can postpone the fee payment, right? And if you do not have if you want a payment plan, like you want to pay it monthly some amount, I'll pay $2,000 a month. You can take a payment plan. They will divide that into 4 different parts in a semester, and they will let you pay a small amount every month, right? And that is another thing, the payment plan. But reach out to the student accounts, they will give you more information on that. And how do I pay? If it is a mail payment, you need to reach out to the department and you ask their information. This is their address that you can send your tuition payment, and you need to write these details before you send that. And always with to contact anything, always include your CW ID in the email, or while you calling any office or reaching out to the student accounts or with any information, you need to mention your CW ID. That's very important. So try to remember that already. And how do I pay in person or telephone payments? You can, as I told you, if it's in person, you visit this office at the McDowell's administration building. They are available from Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Most of the offices is open in this time, and you can pay at their window in person, right? If you want to pay on phone, you can call this number. You can give out your details on phone, and they will help you in doing that. So international student can also pay through the Flywire. Do your research on that, because I never used that. I don't have information on that. Lines card. Lines card is what is Lines card? Lines card is your official identity card, right? When you are in college, you need to have this ID card. This ID card will help you with access to the offices, or you need to show this card in any office that you go to, or any resources that you use. For example, Montessori Creation Center, library. If you want to print your card, you just swipe and your printers will turn on. You can load money into that, and you can use that at at the cafeterias and all. So have this card as soon as you reach out to the campus. Have this card. If you are coming for the orientation, we will anyways try to issue this card. So check your emails. We have already sent in information about how to apply for that, and how can you upload your picture, and we will be ready with your card at the day of orientation. So, and orientation is mandatory, so remember that. Additionally, if there is any event like sport events and all, always use this line card. You can actually feed some money into that, and you can use it. And also recently we have an app we have a if you are using a iPhone, you will have it like this. So you will have an app. This is called Transact app, and it is connected to my Apple Pay. So I'll have my ID card, and I can load money. So I have $1.28. I don't mostly use that, but it is one of the way that you can connect your college ID card to your phone. But basically that is useful for your transactions only, if you want to pay through anything, but on campus only. It works only on campus. So I'm so sorry. So remember that. And also cost of health insurance. Health insurance is mandatory, and it is automatically enrolled. It will be enrolled automatically, and it just show in your fee payment. So you need to know if it's a fall semester, it is $1,010. If it's a spring intake, it is $2,013 for the health insurance here. So, and why spring is more high? Because spring is including with the summer. So that is the thing. And this is the cost of and the cost of attendance. If you want to know how much it costs to for what class, you need just go through that that calculator. Cost of attendance, search cost of attendance TMSC, you will get that page, and you will be able to get into this. And you can select, if you are a graduate, select graduate and semester, and select hours, how many hours that you are actually attending the classes with. And you can also see their fee payment here. I hope you can see that. And if you are, and also select if you are a Texas resident. If you are not a Texas resident, select non-resident. We all are non-residents, right? So select the non-residents, and you also see what are the additional prices that they may have. That is one more thing. And due dates, you need to have good understanding about the due dates. I'm so sorry, this is the old information that I have here, but check the new due dates, and that will be available on your mostly this information will be mentioned on your Leo portal. As soon as you open that, you will see that information on that. And sometimes if you don't see there, but also check with your academic calendar. Academic calendar will help you understand all that. So if you do not pay your fee on time, there will be $100 late registration fee. Sorry, this is for the class registration, right? $100 is for the class registration. And if you are late to pay the fee, there will be $25 or something, and they will keep applying that. So look into that, and do your payments on time. That's very important. So don't cross your due dates. And if to reach out to the student account, student.accounts@tmc.edu. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to them, or you can reach out to them through their payment window, and you can ask your questions there as well. And if their official hours are here, and their phone number, as I mentioned in the previous slide. And let's know about the cell phones. I think this is the last one. Yes. So here in US, we have different carriers, right? So you need to have your unlocked phones in the sense, or you can take a phone in a payment plan. payment plan in the sense, if you go to AT&T and you can ask their mobile phones and you can check their mobile, whatever that you design mobile, you can take a mobile phone, and that comes with a phone along with the payment, along with your bill, right? Monthly bill. So you can take a phone like that as well. And otherwise you need to have your unlocked phones. You can get a mobile phone from your country, and some of the SIM cards may work on your phone, some of them may not work. So if you reach out to when you reach USA, if you want a SIM card, our office can give you a free SIM card. You can reach out to us for the SIM card. These are the most popular phone carriers in Texas: Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, and Mint Mobile. We give the Mint Mobile SIM cards, right? Metro by T-Mobile or Google Fee, and other options are available. Check the articles online. This information is I'm trying to help you with the information that I know. But if you want to learn more, you do your research before you take. But I'm trying to explore. I'm trying to give you how to explore these options, right? So do that research. That's all for today, guys. I hope I gave you some idea about the things. But whenever you are on social media, whenever you're trying to whenever you want to learn about our events and our future stuff, and being an international student, we are your front face, and you can reach out to us to ask any questions. We are always there to help you. So remember that, and don't before you reach out. I mean, if you do, before you take any decisions, always let us know, so that we'll give you an advice. We are for the advices as well, so don't worry about that. And we have talk to P program on every Wednesday, and you can talk to direct to Pre every Wednesday between 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. In US timings, I mean Texas timings. So you can reach out to her as well in asking your questions. And this is our social media handles. You can you can follow us there, and you will find a lot of fun events and information about what our office can do in the coming future. And let's drop your questions, drop all your questions into the comment box or chat box, or you can also talk to me if you have any questions. I'll be here for next 5 minutes. And I have a question already. Where can I find scholarships? Fine. I'll help you with that information now. I hope you all can see. No, you can't see my screen. So let me take you to that. And I'll give you that information. So this is the browser, right? See, I'm making it easy, guys. I'm making it easy. You just need to search scholarships TMUC. You will have information. Okay. So this is the website. TMS education, admission cost, scholarship, financial cost and aid, scholarship. So you have this information, right? As soon as you come here, click on graduate students, and you will be able to see all your scholarships. As soon as you see them, just enroll and fill out the forms and check the availability. Then you will be able to do that. And application process, check this page. If you are a first-time applier, how to apply. Check this information. If you have any questions, reach out to scholarships@tmc.edu. They are there to help you on that, right? So use that one. And any other questions, guys? How do we get insurance? So that's why I asked you to follow us on Instagram. We posted all that information already. TMUC OIP Instagram. If you see this, I don't know if I'll be able to show you or no, but I will try to show. So if you scroll down, this is our page, right? So need a health insurance card. So health insurance card is required to be downloaded. I mean, you need to download an app called Blue Cross Blue Shield Texas, BCBSTX. You need to download that application, and you need to follow. I'm sorry, you need to follow these steps. So, but go to this page and understand how to get that. And I wrote an article also here, and step to get a CPT also. I write articles like this, right? So I'll write more articles and I'll keep posting here. You just use this page. This is very informative. I'll keep sharing them on my on the stories as well, because mostly I use the social media. So connect me there also. Yeah. That will I'll try to help you there as well. So okay, next question. um I used to work in US with a different visa. I do have SSN. Since I use F1 this time, should I inform the Social Security Office about my current immigration status, and should I attach the official letter from the university for that? Oh, that's a that's not a right question for me because I do not have information on that. But I request you drop an email to INTL. I'm dropping that. I'm mentioning that in email ID once again here. I know this is not the email that I should give it to you right now, but you can still drop your questions to that, because this is actually for this email ID is for the current students who are the students who are already here. So you can drop your questions to there, and will our DS was the officers will help you give out that information. But I do not have that answer right now. And any other questions, guys? You have any questions, or if you want to talk, let me know. Try turn on my mic. I have a driver's license in Korea. Can I just switch to US and one instead of taking the exam? No. So you need to have an international driver's license, or you need to have a Texas driver's license, and it's a state driver's license. So you need to have another one. And most of the time, uh, policies will not understand what type of a driver's license that you have from which, and they'll not recognize your driver's licenses, right? So you need to have your state driver's license. International, sometimes, sometimes police will not are not aware of international driver's license also, so you need to have your US driver's license. That's a recommendation. Can we register for courses before we get visa approved, or only after that? So what happens, departments, it's a department's decision. I'll tell you guys. So, for example, there are so many students right now in USA who are trying to register for the classes. Classes are not much available right now. Some classes are got over registered. Some classes are no more available. But the current students are having issue as well. And for the upcoming students, they also want to register for the classes. So that's why we gave that limitation. Few departments gave that limitation to few of the classes, few of the courses, to have a visa approved, right? Some departments are very free because they don't have enough classes, or they always have enough classes and they have more professors to help you. So in that case, you don't have any problem in registering the classes. So, but some departments will have a requirement of visa approval. Reach out to your course advisor. They are the right one to help you on that. Any other questions, guys? I'll be happy to help you. Don't worry. You can ask any bad question to me, and because I'm also a student like you, so I know how it works in reality. Or I can give you my live experiences. If you have any questions, you are free to ask me. I'll try to help you. If you do not have any questions, you can exit the call. And thank you so much for joining me. And as we told you, we are having two more. Uh, 1 second. Two more webinars. So the next one is tomorrow, Guide to American Etiquette. So you need to learn that American culture. If you want to learn American culture and the etiquette, it's very important to learn that. And here people will ask you to have a different. Will expect to have a different way of approaching them. You need to be very respectful. You need to teach them, or you need, before you reach out to any department, they'll expect you to be hygiene. So to learn all that, try to attend this event called Guide to American Culture and Etiquette. It's very it's you will learn a lot in that. And after that, you on Thursday you have another one on last call any questions. So I'll be there. Director Pri will be there, and Jasmine will be there to answer you on questions on everything that you have. Any questions that you have, we still have another opportunity on Thursday. Come up with your all questions and make the list of the questions, and hit all the questions to us. So we'll help you. If you have any questions, if you guys have any questions right now, or we are fine, or you can exit the call.